is your First Alert 5 weather with Sam Schreier.
Good morning, everyone. I've been waiting to catch a few flakes out here this morning up at our KOAA studio in Colorado Springs, but right now the action is south. That is just fine for the moment here. Let's get everybody some snow, and I think it will be some good snow through the end of the day. 28 degrees currently. It is breezy and cold in town. Northeast wind at 12 miles per hour tells me that snowfall is going to want to favor areas south and east across town. In Pueblo, here's some snow already falling in our studio. Operators in Pueblo said, yes, we've got snow in our Pueblo parking lot, 28 degrees in town, and the snow is going to continue on in waves today. Now, I want to jump right in. It is cold this morning. Temperatures across the region are in the 20s or some teens like we've got out near Woodland Park. So we're cold and we're in great temperature range to get some good flakes outside. That wind is out of the north into the east. This is behind a cold front last night, and this is a good setup to push snow off the terrain, and that's what we're seeing. So basically, coming up that ridge from Pueblo to Colorado City, Walsenburg, and against the mountains, we've got some good snowfall coverage, but really nothing happening yet in Teller and El Paso County. Teller and El Paso County, so Colorado Springs, Woodland Park, Cripple Creek, we're going to have to wait a little longer. Some stray flurries absolutely happen through the morning, but the better, heavier snow, like what we're seeing here, is going to have to wait for Colorado Springs. We got to wait a little bit longer. But let's dig in. Pueblo already seeing snow as we talked about, but by far the better snow with that easterly wind is coming in off the wet mountains. Beulah, Rye, San Isabel, Colorado City seeing some good snow. Snow happening out towards Canyon City, and then as we slide south a little bit, those of you from Walsenburg, Aguilar, Trinidad, good snowfall. Please be cautious on Levita Pass, and then we've got some heavy snow bands out east on Highway 350 connecting into the plains and then out towards La Junta. Here's how today's going to go. As we mentioned, really just some stray flurries in the Pikes Peak region. The model's overestimating those, which it often does for flurries. We know most of the action is going to be Fremont County into the wet mountains and then Walsenburg down to Trinidad with more snow to the plains. And this is at 9 a.m. By noon, we should start to see a little bit more coverage through Teller County into El Paso County, Fremont County down the wet mountains through Trinidad, continued moderate to heavy snow. And then I think the snow will essentially just kind of keep building at 3 o'clock. Notice not much coverage out in the plains. This snow wants to hug the higher terrain areas and especially those southern mountains. And then as we slip back to tonight, it'll start to pull into the plains. So just periodic waves of snow. We just have to wait a little longer for the Pikes Peak region to get the coverage Pueblo down to Walsenburg is seeing. Snowfall continues overnight. This is 9 o'clock at night. Midnight, continued snowfall, although we'll start to notice a few weak punches in there from midnight to 3 a.m. And then generally through tomorrow morning, the snow cuts back. We haven't changed a lot, but I've had to kind of increase snowfall ranges in the Walsenburg to Trinidad area. I don't like going over 4 inches for a snowfall gap, but I felt like based on what I was seeing, we needed to do that. So 4 to 7 inches Colorado Springs, 3 to 6 Pueblo, 10 to 16 Walsenburg, 10 to 10 or 6 to 10 in Trinidad. And we're going to break this down more through the show, but I do want to jump to the extended forecast. And they're missing this morning. So let me fix that later. We'll go back and take a look. I've had a lot of computer problems behind the scenes. That seems to be one of them. So through Colorado Springs, more broken down. 3 to 6 inches Woodman Road north and on the east side of town, downtown to Fort Carson out to the Broadmoor. 4 to 7 inches or higher. Looking through Pueblo in the wet mountains, Pueblo, I went 3 to 6 inches, 3 to 7 over Pueblo West, 5 to 9 inches Canyon City, about 5 to 9 inches in Florence, and yes, some very heavy snowfall to the wet mountains, which is already having, and a real quick look down south, 6 to 10 Trinidad, 10 to 16 Walsenburg, 16 to 22 Levita towards the Levita Pass. Jessica?
Hey, Sam, we want to wish the cutest member of...
Where did you traffic? I'm so sorry, Jessica.
That's all right. This can wait.
Yeah, if we can, we'll take traffic.